Healing your feminine energy is a journey about reconnecting with the deepest, most authentic part of yourself. It's about nurturing our body, mind, and soul and allowing life to flow through us with grace, with ease, with trust to reconnect with your divine feminine essence. So the first point is to reclaim your body and your sensuality, our life force energy. Why is it important? Our feminine energy is located in our lower energy centers. The root energy center, which is represented by the color red. And then we have the sacral, forefinger below our navel, and it is represented by the color orange. So reconnecting with your body and your sensuality is going to help you to heal those two basic chakras, those energy centers. The root chakra is our roots, our sense of safety in this world. So it's also related to our lineage. Today I have my head scarf and I think my mom will be really proud of me for putting it on like this. It's more about reconnecting with my root. We chose as a soul to come into this world through a certain lineage. I believe it's in order to heal some past baggage from that lineage. The more we can be able to do that, the more we heal the generation who came before us and the generation who will come after us as well. For example, that sense of security in the world, being safe to just be yourself, to express yourself authentically the way you want. This can be a wound in your family, meaning that some people in your family didn't feel safe to just be themselves, and therefore the generation that will come can inherit that trait. For me especially, I remember at some point, I didn't feel connected to the world I live in. I feel like a stranger, right? No matter where I am, I feel so different. I feel like I don't fit in. I stand out no matter what I try to do. Sometimes the way you are, your gifts can make you feel like an outcast, like you don't belong anywhere. And it's by healing those wounds that you can then feel like you are at home. Or feel like, okay, I don't belong, I stand out, but it's okay with me. I choose to be like this. It's so important to go back to your roots, to understand the story of your family, of your lineage, to have an idea where that can come from. It is part of your history, but it doesn't mean that it stops there, right? Especially if you are listening to this, you are probably chosen to heal those generational baggages. That's why you are continuously interested in healing, in growing, in expanding to your next level. It's a lifelong journey because there are always layers to peel. You heal this part and then there is another layer even deeper. But it starts with connecting with your intuition, that inner voice that will guide you to the way you will heal energy centers. The root one, you can tell to yourself, I am safe, right? Use that affirmation, I am safe. And when you are safe, you are not in the survival mode. The survival mode is when you feel like you are in danger and you need either to fight, right, for your life, or you need to fly, to run away and hide somewhere. So in that survival mode, you don't feel safe at all. And you cannot relax because all of your senses, all of your body are in alert because you have to survive, right? And this can cause all kind of drama, of trauma in your body, because that survival mode is meant for our survival when we are really in danger, so that we can use all the resources of our body to stay alive. But if our day-to-day life feel like constant survival mode, like every single thing is stressing up because of time, because of our stress, our work, because of how the people will perceive us, right? If we let each of those things stress us, then we are constantly in survival mode. This is not sustainable for our body, and this is why we will start having problems in our digestion or in our skin. Those are ways for our body to say, hey, we are in high stress all the time, calm down, right? So relaxing, you can ground yourself by taking off your shoes, especially when the weather is warm, right? And go to grass or to sand or in water. Put the plant of your feet on the soil. Automatically, the earth will heal you. I love grounding. There is some research done on the subject because the earth is giving you some electrons that help regulate your body. So while you are doing that, you can say to yourself affirmations like, I am safe, I can trust, right? I can relax. Because you are safe and you are trusting, you can relax. You don't have to be in alert mode. That life force energy is coming from when we are grounded, when we feel safe, we are more trusting, we are more confident, right? Because our confidence can be inhibited when we are afraid, when we don't feel safe. But when we are safe, we feel confident, we feel like we belong, we feel like we can be ourselves. After the root, where we feel grounded and safe in our environment, in our family, in our lineage, we go up to the sacral, and there it is our emotion. When we feel safe like that, we can express our emotions, right? If we feel, for example, like we are happy, we can express that joy. If we feel like we are sad, we can express that sadness without the fear of being judged, of being outcasted, because we express our feelings. The sacral is also the seat of our life force energy. It is that life force that gives us the power to live our lives to the fullest, right? Because it is a force, it is an energy that can go up in our body at all the centers, right? When it can go up like that, then we feel really empowered. We feel really like we can live life to the fullest. But if there are blockages, then that energy cannot blossom, right? There is a name for that energy called Kundalini, and it's like a serpent coiled at the base of your spine. When we don't feel safe, that serpent stays dormant there. But when we feel safe, it starts awakening. And when it awakens, it starts going up. These last years, I don't have a strong yoga practice, but I have other things that I use. Grounding, like we said before, right? Opening up the hips rotations, placing your hands on your womb, below your navel, and sending love or good thoughts to your womb, like healing thoughts, love. Reconnecting with loving being a woman, loving being alive, loving being where you are at in life. This will help you to embrace yourself deeply, the sign of healed feminine energy, your authentic self, when you can really be yourself. Okay, this is better. Journaling is also a beautiful way to heal your feminine energy. Journal about every experience, the joyful one, the painful one, the sad ones, will help you to uncover how you really feel about it. It's like pouring those emotions from your soul onto paper. The more you can be free as your soul, the better it is. The more you have blocked emotion, they get stuck in some part of your body. So you can close your eyes and feel, where do you feel blockages in your body? This is probable that it is blocked emotions. The more you release them, you can use journaling, shouting in a pillow, crying, singing. You can use running, even high intensity exercise. Those can help you to liberate yourself from emotion. And if you love dancing, perfect. Dancing freely and sensually can really help you to unblock those emotions. You really let them go and you heal a little bit more when you dance. Okay, concerning the energy centers, eating and wearing things that have the color red or orange will help you to balance the root chakra and the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is really the seat of the feminine energy, and the root is where it starts, right? So before we go up, we have to make sure that the root is secure, the root is strong. Just like with a tree, the stronger the roots, the more robust the tree can grow. The more you reconnect with your feminine energy, the less you are afraid to show your culture if you are living abroad. And the more unique it makes you, the more magnetic, because it's a level of embracing who you truly are. And of course, people are drawn to authenticity, uniqueness. Engaging with creative activity will heal our sacral chakra, like painting, writing, making videos, something that lightens you up. It is activating that life force energy, reconnecting you with your feminine energy. So my second tip will be to heal emotional wound and manage your emotion. Healing our feminine energy has a lot to do with embracing our emotion instead of suppressing them. I used to see my emotion as a sign of weakness, and then I understood that they are actually message from your soul. It is your body asking you, your soul asking you to reconnect with all part of yourself. For example, to reconnect with those lower chakras where your life force energy is still dormant, And when you activate it, it gives you a sense of confidence at another level. Understanding this helps you to embrace all kinds of emotion that you can feel without judgment. Some things that will help you to heal your emotional baggage is to remember your childhood. For example, you can take a picture of yourself when you were a kid and send love to that child. Anything that you feel you were missing, you can send that love. You can reparent that child. Take also that picture and talk to that little child because she's still within you. Since we all have feminine and masculine energy, there is not only a small girl, for example, within me, but there's also a small boy within me. And the small girl is the representation of my feminine energy, and the small boy is the representation of my masculine energy within me. So the more at peace I can be with both of those children, the feminine within and the masculine within, at the inner child level, the better it is to connect with the masculine and the feminine in my life as an adult. Nurturing and letting him express his emotions, regardless of if you have a boy or a girl, this is really going to help them to be that balanced person, that equilibrated person in life, with both their masculine energy and their feminine energy in harmony. For harmony, for being poised, we need both energies, right? And there is no difference at the soul level between being a boy or being a girl. So when you do that talking at the inner child, ask them what you need to know. And if you remember some moments that were emotionally charged, maybe sadness, anger, shame, guilt, healing like that can make you cry, but embrace it, because it is also because of that moment that you are the person that you are today. And you can be really grateful for the person that you are today, no matter what your situation is. It's from this place of gratitude that you start becoming everything that you want to become. Like I talk in my course, in You, and also in the videos that I did about reinventing yourself. It's always about loving yourself first, being grateful for who you are in the present moment first, and from there uncovering the limiting beliefs, the baggage, in order to become the person that you actually choose to be, instead of being by default the creation of your conditioning, societal conditioning, parental conditioning that you didn't even agree to be. Alright, so the next thing that you can do to heal your emotions is shadow work. Instead of rejecting those parts that you have been taught to avoid, to reject, like your sensuality, your anger, your vulnerability, being seen as weakness, instead see it as an integral part of yourself. There is really a beautiful power that lies behind the integration of all aspects of ourselves. If those aspects were not necessary for us, they will disappear. But since they are here, there is a hidden power within them. Let's take our sensuality. The more you embrace it, the more it activates your dark feminine energy. That energy that allows you to really attract your desire, to really honor your desires. And when you awaken it, you are conscious of your power. You understand how powerful you are. It's a natural part of being human. Think about it as a sacred thing, instead of thinking about it as a taboo thing. I trust that we are all highly conscious people, not acting recklessly. No matter what we decide to do, there's a purpose to it, so it serves at some degree. Because of that, we can let go of the shame or the guilt. Another beautiful thing, your energy healing. Use your imagination, because we are all healers. We tune into that energy, like we can ask God to give us God's energy, and then you can use that and place it on your heart, for example, to heal your heart, right? Imagine a flower, for example, blossoming in your heart, opening up, or in your womb. You can open also your arms, right? Everything that opens your chest is going to help you open your heart, for example. The more you can open all energy centers and balance them, the better it is for your feminine energy, the better you are healing both your feminine energy, your masculine energy. It's about the balance of all those energy centers within us and around us as well. Very important point is about embracing and loving yourself for who you are. Every self-care activity, every self-love activity is going to be beneficial. For years, I used to judge myself like I am not enough. Not enough to start my YouTube channel, for example. Not enough knowledge, not enough beauty, not enough this and that, charisma, confidence. But it's when I embrace myself like I am perfect exactly the way I am, that I could start sharing from who I really am. Your perceived imperfections, they are actually meant to be there. So they are your superpower when you embrace them, because you can connect with people at a deeper level when you choose to open up and to share vulnerably who you really are, including your imperfect side. I used to struggle with this even a few weeks ago. The more I heal, the more I feel okay and free and confident to just open up and talk. You are your first best friend. Looking into your eyes and talking to yourself in front of the mirror can be really helpful. Sometimes we look outside of us for love, for happiness, for compliments, for anything. Give that to yourself first. Give yourself validation even for anything that you want to hear from other people. Because going to other people and say, give me this and give me that, it just reinforces that lack, that you don't have it yet. But if you can feel the love from within, then you can send it out as well. When you love yourself already, then you can love other people better. You understand that it's not about being perfect, like one side of perfection, but it's about embracing both sides of who you are, all sides of who you are. And when you do so, there is nothing else to criticize. The not enoughness dissolves itself. You are perfect, you are magnificent exactly the way you are. And so can you see that in other people as well. They are magnificent exactly the way they are. This is how you also recognize the divine order, and you can be less judgmental. The beautiful thing that helped me here is the Martini method. It helps you to balance the emotions, to balance your perspective on any aspect. There is always a balance. Another important point is to heal sisterhood wound, motherhood wound, fatherhood wound. If you feel like you were not parent well, or you have difficulty connecting with other women, then there is one aspect especially that you feel judgment toward, right? Let's say that in connecting with women, it's like you cannot trust them, or you feel like competition, or what else? Jealousy maybe, right? The more you can ask yourself, okay, where do I do the same? If you can see places where you did the same, like feeling jealous or feeling competitive or feeling like, oh, I cannot trust this person, then you are a less harsh judge for those other people that you were judging, right? And this helps you to embrace that more. Or let's say that somebody did something that you think, oh, this is not okay. Where did you do the same or something similar in your own flavor? Let's say you see a woman who is coming after your man, and she is flirting with your man. So where did you do the same? Where did you also flirt with another man that was not your man, right? If you can see that and identify that, then it makes you be less harsh judge for that other woman, because you understand, yes, she's flirting with him, so what? Sometimes I also flirt with other people that I like, right? And so the judgment is less harsh, and so you take your power back, you balance your emotion again. Because if you don't, then you go into jealousy and you go like, oh, I don't like when people flirt with my husband or something like that. So this is also helping you to heal that emotion. Or let's say that you thought your parent was too harsh with you, right? Your mom or your dad, they were too harsh, or they were not there for you, whatever you think, or they were too strict. Well, where are you also strict? Even if you are not yet a parent, where are you also strict in your life? When you can see that characteristic also in you, it makes you understand how the strictness of those parents is actually a form of love for you. It's because they love you that they are so strict with you, because they want you to excel, they want you to succeed, right? Yes, the byproduct of that can be that you feel hurt, you feel unloved and whatever, but at the root, their strictness is actually a form of love. So when you see yourself also being strict, maybe in your way of being disciplined, maybe in the way you eat, you understand that, oh, when they are strict with me, it's because they love me. And so you can embrace their love more instead of feeling like they don't love you. And this is how you will heal some fatherhood or motherhood wound, and also some sisterhood wound. And for the sisterhood wound, it's beneficial to understand the abundance. There is abundance, so there is no scarcity. This is when we come from lack that we think, oh, things are scarce, and then I have to compete in order to secure my place. But if there is abundance, if for each one of us, there are many persons that will work well with us, like soulmate, then there is no competition needed. When we can have a deep self-worth, when we know that we are worthy, we don't feel ashamed or competitive with other people. We don't feel jealous of other people. Sometimes what become like jealousy or envy is going to be something that we want to add to our list of things that we also want in our life, right? Imagine seeing a beautiful woman coming towards you. She's so well dressed, she's walking so confidently, so sensually, she's so sexy, so vibrant and juicy, she smells good, she took time to take care of herself, to invest in herself, right? So when you see that, you can feel jealousy or envy, or you can say, wow, this is something that I also want for myself, right? And so you go home and you start doing the same for yourself. Instead of feeling jealousy, you are thankful to the universe for showing you what is possible so that you can take that inspiration and put it within you. It's also helpful to heal our feminine energy when we can understand how jealousy and envy work. I first learned this from my mentor, Dr. John DeMartini, as well, where it takes the example that if you feel like somebody is coming who will take your partner away, then you start feeling jealous toward that person and maybe envious also. Oh, I wish I could be like that, right? Imagine that very confident and power woman coming, right? Maybe it's you feeling like, okay, I am myself and people are attracted to me. So you come and you sit there and somebody else feels like, oh, I wish I was like her. And then she feels also jealous because she thinks her man can go with you because you seem to be more than she is, right? Okay, it's a crazy example, but it's okay. Let's continue with that. So if that woman who is jealous could feel like what she has, I also have, then she wouldn't feel so much jealousy. So identify within you, where are those traits that you fear, that one person has and you don't have. If it's her beauty, where is your own beauty? Because we all have beauty in one way or another. So identify where yours is, right? Maybe you have beautiful hair, beautiful face, beautiful body features, and also understand your energy. A confident energy, a beautiful energy, a loving energy. There are no features that can compete with that, right? With the vibrant feminine energy. Okay, we come back to that example where there is some features that you think, oh, I'm jealous of this. If you also understand that your partner is your match, right? It's not like he's up there and you are down here. Because when you feel jealous, like, oh, someone will come and get it away from me, it is like you think he's better than you, right? Or she is better than you if you are a man. So if you can understand that you are a match, then you don't fear that they will go. Because if they go, it's just like they liberate space and something that is also your match will come to fill that space, right? So you don't feel afraid, you don't feel jealous that someone will come and take away something that you have. If they go away, it is better for you to know that now, instead of staying there with someone who is wasting your time, so to speak, right? So this is really how, when you understand this, you heal at a deeper level. You heal your feminine energy because you are balanced. You are balancing what jealousy and envy can do. A lot of sisterhood wound come from feeling like, oh, I'm jealous, oh, I'm envious, oh, I need to compete, right? So it has a lot to do with your self-worth and understanding that no matter what happens, you will always find your match. Okay. Another point is to embrace divine order, unconditional love, right? I love the definition from Dr. John DeMartini as well, who said, love is the synthesis and synchronicity of all complementary opposites. So unconditional love is just about loving all aspects of yourself and all aspects of other people. When you can do that, you are healed. The next thing that we will talk about is to embrace your playfulness, embrace receptivity, and let go of control. Feminine energy really thrives in joy, in creativity, in self-expression, in play. So the more you can do those activities that really brings you joy, that really lighten you up, the more you are healing your feminine energy. Childlike joy. What do you love to do? What did you love to do as a child that you can do also right now? With my kids, when they play on the playground, I also play because it's fun that way. Instead of sitting there and being bored, if they are climbing, you climb with them. If they are playing in the sun and you want to play in the sun, you play with them. Play also in the grass, right? Reconnects you with your feminine energy, and this helps also your inner child to heal a little bit more. Allow yourself to receive compliments, reconnect with your gratitude. count your blessings, because this will also help you to heal your feminine energy. Instead of feeling lack, you will feel abundant, taking away what is not allowing us to be radiant, blockages that we have put, conditioning like, oh, I'm not allowed to do this and I don't give myself permission to do that. But the more you can reconnect with that energy, with who you really are, the more courageous you can be to express yourself and to share from the heart, the better it is. Alright, beautiful soul, if you want to go even deeper into those subjects of feminine energy, of manifestation, then my brand new courses, Divine Feminine Glow Up and Magnetic Queen Manifestrice, are perfect for you. I also have 2 other courses that I created a while ago, The New You, about becoming that confident version of yourself, empowered and magnetic, and Feminine Rebirth, which is about setting up the foundations of your dream business, or how to create your first course confidently. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. It was so fun to do this video. I love it. Until next time, stay very inspired. I love you. Bye.